tree, white and pink and lazy as can be. But I'd be king just in the spring, so now I think it over. Gee, I'm glad I'm no one else but me. If you sit around and find the world is gloomy, and it isn't just your cup of tea, it's easy to imagine that it's rose and bloomy. You can think the things you want to be. So when all is said and done, imagining's a lot of fun. But when there are battles to be won, be what you are, it's best by far, and soon you'll be in clover. Gee, I'm glad I'm no one else but me.
Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, The Dancing Baker Canada. If you haven't been here before, I'm Steven. So, today we're going to do something a little bit different. I'm not going to bake anything at all. Well, actually that's not quite true because I already baked something. Here, check this out. Boom! See those? Those are gorgeous. That is a brown buttered chocolate chunk cookie garnished with a little bit of sea salt. See those? Those are delicious. And what happens is when you brown the butter, it changes the whole dynamic, the whole structure of the cookie. Now, some of you might think, do cookies actually have a dynamic? Of course they do. Anyway, if you'd like to see a video of me making these, why don't you let me know in the comments? But before we get started, I just want to show you something. Hold on. Okay, check it out. I have a new apron. My friend Chris, who watches my videos, messaged me and said, I'd love to make you some more new aprons. And of course I said, absolutely. So this is one, and hold on 1 second. And this is the other apron. Aren't they fantastic? So thank you so much, Chris. So today I'm going to take you through a few cake decorating tips that even the most novice baker can do. To be very honest, I have very few cake decorating skills. In fact, my piping skills are almost non-existent. So I'm going to show you a few little things that you could do to make your cakes look fabulous. But before we get started, why don't you hit that subscribe button now? Okay, let's get going. Okay, so here we go. Now, I decided to wear the apron for the whole video, even though I'm not baking anything, because, well, I wanted to show off Chris's work, and hey, it's kind of part of my brand. Now, check out this photo. Pretty cool, right? That's a chocolate mascarpone cheesecake that I made for my nephew's birthday. Very simple. All I did was I made the cheesecake, covered it with a chocolate ganache, then I decorated it with some Oreos, Kit Kats, Pure Lean wafers, and Lindt chocolate squares. And I tell you, people love it when you do that kind of stuff. And it's very easy to do. Anyone can do it. Okay, so let's go to the next cake. Boom! Isn't that beautiful? A triple layer chocolate cake just with some strawberries. Now, what I do with my cakes is I flatten the top so I have that beautiful flat top, and I even cut around the sides, the edges, to make it all even. I'll use something like this, just a plate, or I might use a cake disc, and that way it ensures the whole cake is even around the sides. What I do next is I do what's called a crumb coat, which is exactly what it says. You do a layer of icing around the whole cake. You'd fill the middle just as per usual. Then you do a light layer of icing around the sides and around the top. Then you refrigerate it, I'd say for about 45 minutes to an hour. And what this does, it seals in all the crumbs. You take it out and you ice it, and you're able to get those beautiful smooth edges. Now, again, if you look around the sides, I did what's called a drip. All you do, you make up some chocolate ganache, which is really simple, heavy cream and chocolate, and you just use a squirt bottle And that way, I find the squirt bottle gives you a little more control of the drip going around the cake. What I did after that was I just took the extra chocolate ganache and I dipped the strawberries in them to decorate. And even in the center, I did a layer of macerated strawberries. Now, macerating strawberries is very simple. You cut them up, put a little sugar on top. If you don't know exactly what I mean, go check out my strawberry shortcake video. I show you in that video, and you know what? That cake is fabulous too. So, let's go on to the next cake. Okay, pretty cool, right? That is a chocolate s'mores cake. Now, if you don't know what a s'more is, it's kind of a campfire thing where you take graham wafers, marshmallows, and you melt them with chocolate and you eat it. Now, here's how this happened. Somebody asked me to do their wedding cake and I was like, absolutely not. And then they explained that they just wanted a cake that looked like a s'more because they were going camping. And I thought, okay, I can handle that. Now, what I did, however, was I always kind of do a test run, and I made this cake for my partner's sister's birthday. So again, it's that triple layer cake, chocolate, which people love. And I'm telling you, if you are going to make a chocolate cake or any kind of birthday cake for anybody, go with the 3 layers. It's impressive. I mean, for those who say size doesn't matter, they're not talking about cake. Also, what I did with this one is after I made the cake and I did the whole cutting down and the crumb coat, what I did was I took the graham wafers and I just kind of put them in a baggie and did the rolling pin over the baggie, and on the bottom I made a graham wafer skirt. Now, in the center, all that stuff oozing out, that was the accident, okay? That's called marshmallow fluff. Now, what I did, I just bought some marshmallow fluff at the grocery store. I put it in the center of the cake after I heated it up in the microwave just for like 20-25 seconds. And I kept on putting it on because I thought, oh, it doesn't look like enough. I wanted them to have a little surprise when they cut it open. And after I did all the initial icing of the cake and I put it into the fridge to cool, when I brought it out, it all oozed out over the sides, which I did not know was going to happen. But that was such a great effect for this cake, because that's what you want with a s'mores cake. Now on the top, all I did was I took some marshmallows and I torched them a bit, like toasting them around a campfire. More graham wafers just broken up. It looks fabulous. So effective. Okay, so next, I'm going to show you a video from the past. You see, earlier in the year, a theater called the Capitol, which is in Port Hope, Ontario, asked me to submit a video of me decorating a cake for their anniversary year. They couldn't have a big celebration because of COVID, but they thought we're going to do everything virtually. Now, I've done numerous shows at the Capitol in Port Hope, and that theater has a very special place in my heart. So here, check out this video of me decorating a cake for the Capitol Theater in Port Hope, Ontario. Hey there, how you doing? This is Stephen Finley. Now, some of you might recognize me from being on stage at the Capitol Theater in Port Hope. I've been very lucky. I've done, I think, 6 shows there. I was Abram and Fiddler on the Roof, played Lank and Crazy for You, the priest in Mamma Mia. I was the park keeper and Northbrook in Mary Poppins. And I also choreographed Shout, I choreographed Fiddler on the Roof, and I got to choreograph Guys and Dolls. Now, I understand that the Capitol Theater has an anniversary coming up, a 90th. That's a big one. So I thought, wouldn't it be fun for me to put some finishing touches on this birthday cake that I'm working on for somebody else. Now, baking has become a new love of mine, and I even have a YouTube channel called The Dancing Baker Canada. So here, I have a triple layer cake, chocolate, obviously. What I did was I baked the cakes, I did an initial crumb coat, and then I did a finishing coat. So now I'm just going to put on the finishing touches of this cake. Now, this is really a chocolate lover's dream. This cake not only has dark chocolate, we have a dark chocolate salted ganache, and I'm going to do what's called a drip. So I take my squeeze bottle, and I just go around the edges like this. and you let it drip down. Now the chocolate has to be a little bit warm in order for this to be effective. There we go, nice. And it just creates a very interesting, unique kind of look. I love drip cakes. They're some of my favorite. And you know what? I love chocolate salted ganache. Now see how that's dripped down the side? That is gorgeous. Now I'm going to take, I toasted some almond slivers earlier on. Now I'm not too worried about the bottom because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on what's called a skirt. And that's where I just take some almonds and I just place them and push them into the cake around the bottom. And I do that all around. Yeah, toasted almonds are going to add a lovely flavor to this. Okay, so next I'm just going to simply take some milk chocolate squares and I'm going to place them around the top here. Just for a little flair. These are Lindt milk chocolate squares. So yeah, this is really death by chocolate. Here we have a dark chocolate, very, very moist cake with a beautiful chocolate buttercream and a gorgeous chocolate, salted dark chocolate ganache. Okay, this cake is really something. Next, I'm just going to fix that one there. Good. I'm just going to take a little more of the ganache and I'm going to place it around the center. Not that we need a ton more of chocolate, but I thought, wouldn't it be nice just to have a little dash of these toasted almonds on top because they're really so delicious. And one more sprinkle. Nice. Okay, so there you have it. Check out this gorgeous, gorgeous triple layer cake with a beautiful buttercream, chocolate ganache, Lindt milk chocolate squares, and toasted almonds. Happy anniversary to the Capitol Theater. I can't wait till we can all gather in the theater again. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye. Okay, so there you have it. A few very easy decorating tips that anybody can do to elevate your cakes to a whole new level. Now, if you have any questions about anything that you saw today, leave me a comment below. I answer all my comments. So I'm just gonna eat one of these brown buttered chocolate chunk cookies. They are so good. What, jealous? Go make your own. Hey everyone, thanks for checking out my channel. Now, if you enjoyed this video, why don't you hit like and subscribe and maybe tell your friends. You can also follow me on Instagram at The Dancing Baker Canada. So, I'm just gonna leave you here with this. Whack! Boom! Ha! See you next time!